Hi everybody, James Krueger with Premier Training and Personal Development. I am so excited that you're here today to learn about the 3 keys to unlocking your purpose. So let's talk a little bit about why this training was developed. A lot of times we go through life and we wonder what that missing piece is. We may have some really good success in our career, our family's doing well, we do awesome financially, we've got some great stuff going on and helping in the community, but still that little piece is missing, or maybe it's a big piece, is missing inside there. We don't know what it is, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to fill that hole with something that might not be the right shape or size. So this training was developed just for that. I've walked through my life so long here. I've worked in automotive industry, and I don't hate the automotive industry, and I don't hate my job by any means, but there's just not that fulfillment, that personal satisfaction that I know that I'm doing what I should be doing. It's just a missing piece of the puzzle. So that's why I started doing these type of trainings, because that's what I really enjoy, and I really love that. So part of your purpose is to kind of try and figure out what's going on. That's what this training is designed to do, is start putting those pieces of the puzzle together for you and help you work through some questions and maybe some philosophies or some mindsets that have been plaguing you and holding you back a little bit. So let's walk through this a little bit and see what we can come up with here for you. So there's actually 3 keys to finding your purpose. And the first key is serving. So believe it or not, by fulfilling your purpose, you're usually going to be serving others. And what does that look like? What does that mean, serving? Does it mean I'm a waiter? Does it mean I'm tying people's shoes all day? What does that mean? And it could mean those things. That might be what your purpose is. So when you truly look inside and figure out what it is that I want to do, what am I supposed to be doing, why am I put on this earth, why does God have me here other than to take up space and breathe air, which is not your only reason, trust me. What is my true purpose? Well, it involves serving, and it may be helping others by counseling, or serving others in a capacity where they can't help themselves, or serving by just being there and listening and helping somebody work through something. Those are things where you serve by giving of yourself, and the definition of serving is to render assistance or to be of use or help. That's what service means, to serve others. So that piece of the puzzle, we'll work through that in a minute, but that's the first key, is serving others and putting others first. So why should we serve others? What's the big deal about serving others? Well, think about last time maybe you helped somebody. Maybe you helped a friend move, or you helped somebody fix a broken window or a door or something, or helped somebody rake their yard, or carried some groceries for somebody. You were serving, and in that capacity you feel this goodness inside, and that's part of the benefit of serving. So it's maybe a little selfish to say, well, hey man, I serve because I like to feel good about what I did. And that's great. That builds a big snowball effect, I think. You talk about pay it forward. People in line at McDonald's paying for people's meal behind them. That's kind of serving, and you get a good feeling maybe doing that you're able to help somebody out. Maybe that person behind you is having a rough day, a rough morning, and hey, your breakfast is on the guy or gal in front of you, and wow, maybe they just turn a corner now and their day's going better. So, but serving to really add value to others and help them have a wonderful life, and that's really the serving key portion of finding your purpose. So the second key is sharing. Sharing means just giving of what you have to others, and that's usually your talents, your skills, your abilities, your expertise or knowledge, something like that you're sharing with others to help them, to serve them by sharing your gifts that you've been given. We all have a particular set of gifts and talents and skills and abilities. I am not a very good detailed accountant person. I do love numbers and I love working with math sometimes, but I am just not, you couldn't set me at a desk to be an accountant every day. It's just not in me. That's not how I'm made up. There are people out there that are, and that's awesome. Everybody has skills and talents and abilities that are unique to them, and in a combination that God's given us to use to help others. Now we gain some knowledge, we gain some expertise in areas as well, so we put that all together and we've got this great unit that we can share with other people. We've got this great mix that we can share, and everybody's different. I may be really good at making presentations, and maybe 5 other people are, but maybe they tweak theirs a little different than I do. I don't know. That's great. We all have our own set of talent, skills, and abilities. And it doesn't matter If you have physical challenges, mental challenges, maybe you have some learning challenges, that's okay. You still have talent, skills, and abilities, and they're unique to you, and they've been given to you to use for your purpose. So you need to find out what those are, and we can share those with others and help them do the third key, which is solve a problem. So usually somebody's going to come with an issue or a challenge that they're facing, and you're going to be the one serving and sharing your insights, your knowledge, your expertise, your talents, skills, abilities, those things with that person to help them solve that problem. So the third key is solving. You're solving a problem. To solve just means to find a solution or an explanation or an answer to a particular challenge somebody's facing or going to face down the road maybe. So it doesn't have to be something they're dealing with today, but you may share something with them today that a year or two down the road they're like, oh, that's right. They told me about this, so I should make this decision because this is what can happen if I don't. So those are the seeds that you plant. So your purpose boils down to this: serving others by sharing your talents, skills, abilities, expertise, knowledge, whatever it is that you have, to help them solve a problem that they're facing right now or a challenge they're facing right now, or to help them avoid one down the road. So that kind of boils it down into what your purpose looks like. So when you're firing all cylinders and you say, okay, does this look like my purpose? Well, are you serving others? Are you sharing your particular talents, skills, and abilities? Not trying to be somebody else or trying to do what they do, but doing what you do best. Is that showing up here? And then the third check is, or the third key, and make sure you check this, is it solving their problem? Is it solving a challenge? Or is it helping them maybe prevent going down a wrong path or into a mess down the road? So if it fits those three keys, chances are that's your purpose and you should be moving in it. Now, another point of this is you may be really good at something, but you may not like to do it. You may not have that joy or that passion for it. So that could be a bit of a challenge. You want to try to find something that fits what you do well, but also what you enjoy to do. So what you enjoy doing. So when you find those keys and you find, hey, I've got this talent and this skill over here, and I really like it, and I can put it together in some kind of a presentation or go talk to somebody who's having an issue with that area that I might be able to help them in, then you know you're really moving in your purpose, and that's really awesome, and it feels really good. So those three S's, serving, sharing, and solving, those are what you want to make sure you're checking your purpose against. So now there's some areas, specific areas you may have talent, skills, abilities in, and you want to serve in and share and solve. So let's talk about some of those right now. First area could be physical health or body. You may have some great insights on weight loss or muscle gain or toning or hygiene or things, something to do with the physical body. Maybe it's cool hairstyles or makeup, putting makeup on, or manicures, pedicures, whatever that stuff is. But maybe you've got some really good insight and some knowledge and skills, and you can help others and serve others in that area. Another area is the mental side, the mind side, your mental health. Is there something with educating others or teaching others, or is there a spiritual component that you can share with others, or teach them how to meditate, just get their mind clear for a while and think? Meditation is really cool. I used to think meditation was a bunch of guys in monk suits sitting around going, well, it's not, that is meditation, but that's not how it has to be. I mean, when I meditate in the morning, I'm just kind of hanging out, sitting in the chair, just relaxed, and nothing going on around me. I turn everything off. There's no music, there's no phone, there's no computer, TV, anything. It's early in the morning, nobody else is up. So I just sit and I listen and I listen and I listen to my inner self, and I'm listening. I just sit and I listen, and eventually I hear what I should be doing, what I should be working on. Creativity starts to go, oh yeah, there's this thing going on. I want to make sure I look for that and and maybe work on that project today. So when you meditate, it really just clears your mind and gets you to a point where you can hear clearly what you should be doing, what you should be working on. Maybe a friend's name will come and pop into your head, and you go, oh, I better call him or her and see how they're doing, or they're going through something right now, and that reminds me, I got to get a hold of them and see how they're doing. So those are the times where you just shut down. And you can do that throughout the day. So I'm going a little long on meditation, but it's really good to get that mindset, to get that mind clear. Do it first thing in the morning when you get up, before you start your day, because then you can really set your tasks ahead of you for the day. And when you get done, make some notes on what you want to work on and what you want to do. Another big area is relationships. I mean, who couldn't use some help with relationships, whether it be marital relationships or maybe your friends or your children or family members, siblings, working together, trying to maybe be more cooperative in the household. Maybe there's some friction between family members going on, and you're looking for a way to maybe bridge that gap and help bring the family back together. There's all kinds of areas. Now, it's not just family, but it can also be your friends. Maybe you have something going on with your friends. Your relationships with your friends are not as strong as you like it to be. Or even it could be co-workers or your community. What about your community? What's going on in your community that you need to know about and you need to be involved with? Maybe some church activities or some charity activities, or there's a local thing going on, and you want to get involved and help with that and build some relationships there. So those are all areas just in the relationship category. So maybe there's something that you are really good at, that you can help people, you can serve, you can share your insights, and you can help them solve a problem, or which in that case it might not even be a problem. It might just be, hey, I really want more of a servant heart, and I want to go and volunteer at charities or something like that. So you can help show them how to do that. Another big area, is also work and career. People want to know career planning. How do I go from maybe being a high school student into college and learning some stuff there about what I want to do, figuring some stuff out. Kind of funny story. A lot of kids get into college and they go, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to be a chemical engineer. That's way back in 1990, I wanted to be a chemical engineer. I was going to Michigan Tech. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a chemical engineer because they make a lot of money. That's where all the money was back then, in engineering, plastics, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, started down that path and got into it a little bit, and I'm like, boy, this really isn't for me. I'm more of a people person. I like being out and about and talking to people and sharing with people, and that's more me than being engineering. It can be fun, can be a little more extroverted, but usually they're very analytical and very, kind of just working amongst themselves with a core group of people, and that's about it. So I got, well, that's not really for me, so I ended up switching my major and ended up being a business marketing major. So that's what I love, and it's great. It's a good change for me. So a lot of times we go down that path for career planning, and we think, this is what I'm going to do. Well, wait a minute. We start doing it, or we hang out with people that are doing it, we're like, boy, I don't really jive with what they're doing, so I'm going to change my path. So maybe there's something you've gone through that you can help somebody make good decisions up front, so they don't get 3-4 years down the road in college and then decide this really isn't what I want to do, get them on the right path. So another area in work and career would be time management. How do you spend your day? How do you get tasks and projects done without some kind of a time management system? And whether it be using some kind of tracking system like Microsoft Project for bigger projects, or just having a to-do list, or here's what I got to get done today, and here's my schedule, and this is where it fits in. So I do a whole session on time management and time blocking and how to prioritize your day and make sure that your agenda gets done. And all these interruptions that come out through the day can get slotted into an appropriate time slot so that your agenda still gets done, but the other needs can be done as well. So that's a whole nother segment on just training that people need to know, need to really be masters at in order to take control of their day. Maybe you already do that. Maybe you can help somebody that is struggling in that area and give them some tips. And another business area or work career area would be leadership. Leadership is huge. Ethics and how to teach and develop and delegate, and how to help people become more efficient and effective in their roles. As a leader, you can do that. You can do some leadership training and show people, this may be how you're doing it today. Let's see how you can help develop it and become a little more efficient, a little more effective, and let them be involved with that process instead of just telling them what to do. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do, and that's how it's going to work out. Get the people involved in the process and help them and lead them into the next phase or the next generation of improvements. So there's a whole section of leadership you can teach and give some people some insights on. It's awesome. Another awesome area under the working career section. So we talk about success principles. One of the things I do a training on is called the morning success routine. It's a set routine that I do in the morning. I get up at a certain time. I do this and this and this and this all before I get ready to go to work. So that's a piece of the puzzle of your what I would call success principles. Having some kind of a morning routine that you do. It doesn't have to be exactly as I do it. In fact, I wouldn't encourage that. You tailor it to you and what you want to do and how you want your morning to look. There's also areas of self-discipline and self-control. You really need to focus in on how to do that, and task management, prioritization. Those are big keys. It kind of falls into time management a little bit as well. So those are all, those are 5 areas that you can be an expert at or have insight or talents or skills or abilities in that you can help others by serving them and sharing those insights and then solving their issues or helping them through a challenge that they may be going through right now.